she gonna say, I got it. Oh, I got it. I got it. And look, if I don't get it, I'm gonna sit back and listen to this phone call again tonight. I had by tomorrow morning. I guarantee you there's gonna be one of them posts tomorrow.
I love it. Well, I got it from somebody. I don't know where, but that's the first thing I always try to do. I learn from people, and I try to learn it, teach it, train it, coach it. So not being a black hole of information without giving it back.
Well, my famous quote is, "Hey, you make the money. Don't let the money make you."
That's not yours. That's that nasty girl on Players Club.
It's all right. What?
Come on, John.
That sound like the 5 heartbeats. Sound like this.
Yeah. Come on, Drake. Take the phone, Drake. Don't make no sense.
I used to be doing the lettuce, and now I'm on the fries.
That's right. The fries have moved up. That's right. That's when the big bucks roll in, Louis Anderson. Good old Louis Anderson. Okay.
Well, Joya, we appreciate you.
Thank you. I've had such a great time with you guys.
Yeah, I didn't expect this conversation to go this way. This is a funny conversation. 6 kids. That's all I can say. 6 kids.
I love it.
I know you.
Let me know how I can share this because I want to promote you guys.
All right.
We're gonna post it tomorrow morning. Well, he probably post it tonight.
Probably post as soon as after it's over with.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the morning. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this opportunity again. I never take anything like this for granted. You allow me to have the platform. I'm so grateful. I know that your show is going to be number 1 in the 757.
It already is.
Oh, it's going to remain that way. It's going to remain that way.
Yeah, boy, he ain't no humbleness in him. No humbleness at all in him.
I love it. We got to call it like it is.
He's not humble at all.
That's right. I'm going to just leave my number one more time for those that didn't hear.
Go ahead.
757-449-4150, and just let me know you heard me on this show.
All right.
And
she might give you a discount. You might get a real dude discount. You never know. You better say it.
Thank you, real dude. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Joya.
Right.
We appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
All right.
Good night to you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Jay Lewis on the Real Dude Show for the first time. His Real Dude Show debut. We got him here. Welcome to the Real Dude Show, Jay.
What's good?
What's going on?
My boy?
What's up, Payne?
Can't call it, man. Glad you're on the line, man. You ready to get some talking in, man?
Let's do it, man. What y'all talking about today, though?
I don't know. We gonna talk to you. What you got going on?
What you got? What's on your mind? Talk to us.
We trying to see, let everybody know who Jay Lewis is. You know what I mean?
All right. So, Jay Lewis, man. I'm a JAG specialist right now. I teach employability skills and career readiness. What I do is I try to prepare kids for the real world when they get out of high school. I'm in an alternative school, all 16 to 18-year-olds, and I can sit there and give them that life conversation. It's not necessarily anything that's in a book, but I'm just trying to get them ready for life. For the last 14 years, I've been doing academic counseling on a college level. And what I noticed in that time, the conversation I was having with these college kids is a conversation that they should have been having before they got to college. And so it started to disturb me because I was one of them kids that, y'all know me from high school. Y'all know I wasn't ever the academician. I was a clown. I was an athlete. But when I got to college and I was studying what I was interested in, which was criminal justice, because my mindset was, ain't nothing these people can put in a book to tell me about crime that I don't know. So I felt like, hey, this is my niche. So anyway, I was just under the mindset that anybody can do it. The barrier is getting kids into college. Once they're there, most college colleges and universities, they have all type of things in place to get you across that stage.
Okay.
But after about 10 years of doing it, I realized I was having a conversation with these kids. They not getting across that stage. They leaving here without a degree. After fighting and doing everything, scrapping, trying to find money when they lose their aid. After all said and done, I started losing kids, and they was leaving there without a degree, but still got the debt of going to college.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that is a travesty. Like that's
a brick wall that's gonna be hard to overcome that right there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's hard for you when you have the degree. How do you leave out of here without the degree
and still think you gotta get some money?
And you still got the debt. So I was looking for an opportunity to get to the high school level kids, and that's when I found Jobs for America's graduates. Like, they're giving you that conversation to the young kids to say, hey, okay, you're not college material. You don't want to go to college anyway. I don't have to sell you the dream of that's the only way to make it. What interests you? We sending them, we getting them to technical colleges, community colleges, and we could get them there, get them on a career path. Like one of the things that really rocked home was when Dominique died, because even though I was in school, when he called me and we talking about what we've been reading, he's reading the same things I've been reading, and he's just on a totally different path than I am, but we still getting that same knowledge. Smartest dude I know.
Yeah, smart dude.
And honestly, if not for him, I can't even say I would even pass to get back eligible. He asked me something one day, and it changed the landscape of it. He asked me, looked me dead in my face, and said, "Buck, are you gonna blow it?" And I'm like, "Blow what?" Man, I'm straight, but I wasn't doing my work. I'm copying. It's a little funky map that Mr. French had us doing that was a waste of time. But I wasn't taking that little bit of time to color in that map. I'll wait till I get to class, and I want to color mine in off Dominique. And he asked me, "Are you going to blow it?" And I'm like, It got me thinking. But the flip side to that is when people started talking to me about what I need to do next. This cat was in school. He was our substitute. He was substitute gym teacher. And that's who ended up giving me a scholarship to K-State. Like, he was just in there. He was just in there substituting with Coach Carroll. And he happened to be the assistant coach at Norfolk State.
Oh, wow.
And
just so happened, huh?
And so he in there, Coach Carroll starts playing him film. Like, hold on. I got some guys here, Dion, and he's just playing. He's like, who's the big guy? And so I never forget it. He walked through Dominique, Evan, all of them, pushed through them, and we kind of looking like, what's this dude? We was on the middle hall, and he was like, what you gonna do with yourself, man? And I said, man, I'm about to chill. That man laughed in my face. And even now, that's one of the stupidest things I have ever said as a person.
Ever said that, yeah.
Ever said, if I can tell you that, like, I'm about to chill. And he was like, chill? Man, you going to chill. I said, I said, what? You know what? What you got? He was like, well, I'm going to 1 of 3 schools, and you can go. I said, okay, I'm with it. So I applied to all 3 schools, and I got in, and boom. I had to sit out, but everything worked according to God's plan as I see it. The flip side is, where is that opportunity and that handout for the Dominiques, the smart cats that's taking another route, that has to take another route? And I feel like a lot of guys...
Let's be real about the route he took. A lot of people don't know Dominique. We're not really a local show. We try to be worldwide.
Dominique Majid.
Our friend Dominique, he was a good dude, but he's a street person. he chose to make his money a different way.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for him. That worked for him. It ain't work for everybody. It worked for him. That's what he learned. That's how he learned.
Have y'all? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the movie See You Yesterday?
Man, I can't deal with Spike Lee, man.
I know, but it's
I started watching it. I was like about 30 minutes in, and I still ain't get what he was trying to do, so I went to sleep on it. But yeah, what you about to say about it?
Here's the only important part I'm gonna tell you about that movie. After it was all said and done, and when it started coming into the fold of what was going on, essentially the older brother sacrificed himself for them little siblings of his sister and his sister's best friend. Because after he figured out what was going on, he was like, somebody got to die between me and my little brother, essentially. And he just took it, and he took that on himself.
Okay.
Now, the thing about Dom, and that's another reason why I study criminal justice, because they make it like, in the books they tell you, we chose a life of crime. Did Dominique choose a life of crime? Or was he just in the environment of crime?
Yeah, he was in the environment of crime and he flourished in it.
It's not a big jump when you standing there and somebody beside you standing there and they done made $500 while you standing there, and if the cops come and he tossed what he got in his pocket on the ground, that could be everybody's anyway. So you might as well be out there getting some money too.
And you gonna be out here.
You out there. You know what I'm saying? So Dominique sacrificed himself, and it was hard. And I talked to him, and I tried to give him the speech he gave me. Man, you gonna blow it? You asked me if I was gonna blow it. All he had to do was pass U.S. government, and he would have had his diploma. That's all he had left. But he was on that grind, and he had little brothers, and they need, he wanted them to have what he didn't have. So he sacrificed himself on that note. But even with all of that, that's not the end of the table for him. Still, that hand never comes out to get them back on that career path. Like my kids, some of them have dropped out. We had a kid that, was basically like, he tried to kill himself. And he was like, nobody cared. And that's when I woke up and realized it's on me. Life is going to be whatever I can make it be. You know what I'm saying? And that man's graduating a year later. You know what I'm saying? Because we do credit recovery. So you can go from a freshman to a senior in 10 months. You can get all your credits and graduate between 12 and 14 months. I don't care if you're a freshman. We got freshmen that's ninth graders. They got ninth grade, but they 17 years old, and they got 2 credits. But in a year though, you can be out of there. 12 months, you can make up that time and still graduate.
Okay, on time with your friends.
On time. He's out of here with his class. His graduation was tonight. And I'm mad I missed it because my daughter had her little honors thing, so I had to miss it. But I mean, that when he walked across that stage, the kid's like, okay, I gotta stop wasting time.
Yeah, because if he can do it,
yeah, you're not wasting my time, and that's one of the things you got to get young people to realize, because to them, they're young. The world is theirs. Yeah, you're right to a degree, but all the time you waste is your own time. And getting them to realize what I'm telling you is going to make sense to you one day. What is going to be your reality when it starts making sense? Are you going to be a felon? Are you going to be locked up? Or are you going to be well into your career and you can say, yeah, he was right, I'm glad I listened. So it's a real hard thing to get kids to understand that. But I wouldn't have it any other way, because knowing, I got people out here that's, got associate's degree worth of credit, but they got a whole degree worth of debt. Man, that's the worst thing that can happen.
They